efficiency in language development. Another great example for rhyme mnemonics is the periodic table song and the mitosis song, which helps middle school graders grasp the concepts of science better. Now let us look at an example of rhyme mnemonics, the mitosis song.
Late again, try play.
So, in the previous song, the five phases of cell division, that is interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, are played repeatedly with an engaging tune so that it sticks to your mind easily. When you listen or sing this song repeatedly, the information packed with it automatically gets into your mind and makes learning a lot more fun task. Now, let us talk about the disorder Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disorder that involves the building up of abnormal proteins in the brain. This is mostly seen in older adults. It impairs memory and behavior. It leads to mild memory loss, which with time worsens so that people find it difficult to do daily tasks. This disorder has no particular cure, but treatments can improve quality of lifestyle and reduce the suffering. So now let us see how musical mnemonics help in treating Alzheimer's. Musical mnemonics can help
swing of the cricket bat, the perfect shot of the basketball shot, the spin of the table tennis ball, or the force behind javelin throw. Physics plays an important role in every action. Today, we are going to dive into the physics behind these sports: cricket, basketball, table tennis, and javelin throw. So let's get started with cricket. Introduction to cricket. Cricket is a popular sport played with bat and ball. The main three aspects of the game are batting, bowling, and fielding. Now I'm going to explain the physics behind cricket. Newton's law of motion explains how the balls move and the way of the ball throws as follows the projectile motion. Fielding dynamics involves the catching technique to reduce the impact force. Now I am going to explain the physics behind bowling. Swing bowling. The ball moves on the sideways due to the Magnus effect. Aerodynamics and Magnus effect influences the lateral deviation. Spin bowling. When the player spins the ball, it bounces in different directions. This is because of angular momentum which controls the ball's movement and spin and bounce after traveling forward. Signs of batting. Bat and ball collision. Elastic and inelastic collision affects the energy transfer. Then a short and angle, and short at 45 degree reaches the maximum distance. Ball trajectories and projectile motion. The movement of the ball's movement depends upon the speed, spin, and angle and gravity. Fielding dynamics. When the player moves his hand backwards to catch a fast ball, because the fast ball has large momentum, and in starting it, the momentum should be zero. Before we start, I'd like to ask a question to you. How many of them are basketball players? Would you please raise up your hands? That's great. We all know that basketball is an exciting sport. But have you ever thought of physics behind it? Well, now I'm going to explain the physics behind it. First of all, introduction to basketball. Basketball is a dynamic sport which requires a combination of speed, skill, and strategy. The main three aspects of the game are passing, shooting, and dribbling. Projectile motion, the weight of the ball. When the player takes a shot, the ball follows a curved ball. This is a great example for projectile motion. The factors affecting the gravity pull. We all know that gravity is a downward force which pulls down the ball, and the angle and velocity. The angle and speed affects the ball whether it reaches the hoop or not. And friction and the air resistance and slows down the ball speed. Angular spin and angular momentum. There are two types of spin in basketball. One is top spin. It causes weaker defense while backspin enhances the travel distance. Angular momentum. The ball rotation generates angular momentum impacting the stability and direction. Basketball is the great example of energy conversion. Let's break it down into three key concepts. Number one, potential energy. When the player holds the ball has close to its own potential energy due to the height. Kinetic energy. When the player releases the ball, the potential energy is rapidly converted into kinetic energy. Third one is energy transfer. When the ball bounces on the floor, some energy is absorbed while others is reflected back. Now I am going to explain the physics behind table tennis. Table tennis is one of the sports which heavily relies on the physics. The aspects of the game are serve by topspin and backspin, counter smashes, defensive use, and forehand shots. Physics behind table tennis. Newton's law of motion. Newton's first law, inertia. The ball remains at the rest and straight line unless acted upon by an external force such as paddle or gravity. Newton's second law, force is equal to mass into acceleration. The speed of the ball depends upon the force applied by the racket and its mass. Newton's third law, to every action it has an opposite and equal reaction. When the player hits the ball with the help of racket, the racket and ball exert opposite force on each other. Force and motion. Force. Spin and Magnus effect. When the player hits the ball in brushing movement, it spins. And Magnus effect, the pressure difference between the air around the ball. For example, the topspin causes the ball to quicker descent, while backspin helps the ball to stay longer and side spin curves the ball left or right. Physics is momentum and impulse. Momentum is the measure of how much motion an object has. while impulse is the changing the momentum of the object. When the ball moves, it carries momentum which depends upon the velocity. And impulse plays a crucial role in table tennis because it adds in spin, it controls the ball direction and ball movement. Elastic collision. When the ball bounces off the table, it undergoes elastic collision, meaning it retains much of its energy and also lost due to friction. Next, friction. The ball and the racket interact with friction. The roughness of the paddles rubber affects how much spin or speed a player can impact. To demonstrate the physics behind the table tennis, I have created a picture that on the table the two balls, that is back spin which helps the ball advance in the arm, and top spin is that which causes weaker descent, and this is right spin which throws the ball left or right. Now I am going to explain the physics behind javelin throw. Have you ever tried javelin throw? So now I am going to explain the physics behind javelin throw. Number one, projectile motion. The javelin follows the curved path due to its height. The optimal release will usually be 30 to 36 degrees. Next we have aerodynamics. The javelin shape reduces the air and generating the lift. Stages of energy transfer. Run up, it builds the kinetic energy. Free throw it generates the potential energy. During the release phase, the potential energy, which is the elastic energy from muscles and tendons, is rapidly converted to kinetic energy. In fact, when the javelin throw hits on the ground, its kinetic energy is lost as sound and heat. The main three concepts that involves in the sport are force, motion and energy. Conclusion. Roles of physics. Analysis of motion, force and speed. Newton's law of motion determines the ball speed and direction. Projectile motion, gravity impact on the ball, energy transfer, speed and force. Mastering this concept will help improve control and power. Sports helps us to teaches valuable information about teamwork and discipline. So that in our school we are playing compulsorily we are playing one hour every day. That helps us for mental, mind and physical stage. Thank you.